Bonjour et bienvenue à Au-BEYLERON pour l'épisode 1 avec moi, MrSealyp. And so it begins. What begins, you ask? Well, we are here in Au-BEYLERON, and I have been tasked, I've been asked for a favour by a long-time friend of the channel. Just thinking, have I gone the right way or not? And this is what is going to be happening. The message I received is as follows. It says, as you already know, I'm a truck driver delivering fertiliser for the farmers around the country. This is in the UK. This is an actual person, actual job. I received a letter from a solicitor in Au-BEYLERON saying that I'm a long lost family member of a local farmer there who has sadly passed away. I didn't know anything about him. I have been informed that I can send a representative over to see what needs to be done about the farm. He's asked me if I can come, assess the situation, check out the farm, see what's there, see what's not there, is it a viable option, can it be run, should it be sold, you know, all that kind of thing. So that's why I'm here. I have been told to head up to the great processing plant behind there. There's a family called the Poirots, Madame and Monsieur Poirot. They are going to be helping me out with the locals. Oh dear, it makes it seem like I'm some kind of hostile takeover. I just need to check the rest of the message. So, for a consultation fee, and if you decide that you would like to stay, apparently the locals are willing to help out with contractor work for you, and you would be recompensed accordingly. I've got no issues with you receiving any monies from the estate. Only thing I know is there are several fields, a couple of older tractors. Other than that, I'm clueless. So, not clueless completely, clueless about the farm, obviously. The farm's called Dozer Farm, which we're going to be heading to. I think this is where the Poirots live. Now I've got a couple of options. Apparently the Poirots have a holiday let. One of the houses, it's over here somewhere, around the back of here. It did say just behind where they live. Or potentially I could stay at the farm. There should be a house there. If there's a house there, shouldn't have a problem. Right, I need to talk to the Poirots. Let's see what the situation is. Then we'll head down to the farm. We'll assess what's there, what needs to be done. This is the first scouting mission. Don't know which door to knock on. This one, I guess. What wonderful people. How very helpful as well. Okay, so this is the situation. We're a normal economy. We have seasonal growth on, so I can only follow what it's telling me. Where is it? From here. As you can see, we're in August. Harvesting. We're still in the window for wheat. We've missed out on barley, canola, oats, potatoes, sorghum. Poplar, grass and oilseed radish are fine all year round. Obviously, I don't know what they've got. I have no idea what's in the ground. So, what we're going to do is head down. Now, I have been absent for a couple of days, 2 days, 3 days. I'm trying to think what the date is now. I haven't been at all well. You may be able to tell I'm a little bit bunged up. I think when I did my last video, a lot of people said about kind of mental health and well-being, and I was kind of lost my mojo a little bit. I think I was on the way to not being at all well. I don't think it's what people think it might be. I've done a couple of tests, they've come back negative, but man, just absolutely washed out completely. It's not feeling great. What I have done, I haven't recorded anything, but I have done some prep. So I did some prep on this. I've done some prep on a test video I'm going to be doing. I haven't done it anymore on Elm Creek, because I did say in the last video I wasn't going to do any of the contracting work off camera like I have been doing. So yeah, so here we are. Now, I don't know what the situation is going to be moving forward with regard to mods. I'm receiving messages all the time from people, and thank you to everyone that sends me messages, updating me on things they found, things they come across, problems they've had. But people will often ask me, this has happened, have you encountered this before? Sometimes I have, sometimes I haven't. If I haven't, then it makes me very wary. You start thinking, oh, I really hope I don't have that problem as well. Uninstalling and reinstalling of the game to solve the mod crashing problem. I haven't prepared for a mod review since I did all of that, so I don't know. But I did have a message from someone the other day saying they did all of that, it was fine for a while, they then went to go and get something out of the store and they had the little disc span and the game crashed. So I'm very nervous. We'll see what happens when mods come out. All I can do is work out a way of reviewing them that will allow for game crashes. I mean, that's terrible, isn't it? That's a horrible thing to have to say. I'm just driving at the moment. I haven't even got the map open. I think it's this way, isn't it? That's how I think it's this way. Let's show the map. I mean, we're going to an obvious place, although things may be slightly different. Where am I? Here. Yeah, that's where we're heading. Yes, I just need to go down there, take a left. Their directions were absolutely perfect. So I don't know now. Yeah, I can stay up here, one of the houses up here, but it's going to be quite a drive. Okay, drive to work every day. It is going to depend whether or not I decide to stay or whether I just say, do you just sell it all up, sell everything? I suppose if you're going to employ a farm manager to run it, you can be like an estate owner. Down here, that's fine, I guess, isn't it? Unless you want to pack up your job you have and decide to move and run it as your own concern, which is a big undertaking, isn't it? Like I say, this guy, I don't know if he wants me to say his name, so I haven't done. But he sends me pictures all the time because he does travel around the UK delivering fertilisers and stuff to farms, and he sends me pictures of farm machinery and equipment and tractors and things he's found. And I'll be honest, it's some amazing stuff. Actually, what we'll do, let's park on the drive. Looks like there's a fair bit going on, but I suppose up until recently this has been an ongoing concern. It's been a running, working farm. So the farmhouse. We'll check on the map in a minute, see what fields are owned. Got a barn down the back there. Looks like a tractor over there. Whoops. Mind that. I suppose I could just get straight in and do something, couldn't I? But right, we've got chickens. Just realised what I haven't got turned on. Hang on a second. So in the poulet coop, we've got 42 chickens. I can hear a rooster. There's rooster there. Another one there. So 40 chickens, 2 roosters. What equipment do they have? They've got a styer and a trailer, flatbed-ish, top liner, harvester. There you go, Dozer farm. With a header, John Deere 4755, fertilizer spreader, cultivator, yes, hayloft, with a bit of hay and a bit of straw in it. We've got, okay, solid fertilizer tank, there's nothing in it. We could store stuff in it. We've got a liquid fertilizer tank with a bit of liquid fertilizer. That said, we don't have a liquid fertilizer sprayer. So the inventory is looking, it's okay, I guess. Just trying to think. It's always that thing when you start out, especially in this situation. It will come to, go to do a job, there'll be something you're going to want to do and then think, oh, I haven't got this, or this isn't available, or I suppose there could be things elsewhere. We've got a jet wash. We've got a bit of silage. Oh, I don't know what's in there until that's fermented. I don't know how long it's going to be. Doesn't it normally say? I don't suppose it does it? Okay. We've got some bees. Looks like everything's been cleaned out though. Oh, now that's interesting. And I shall tell you for why. There was a... okay, we have to keep an eye on that. Oops. Just the farmhouse, isn't it? Silo? Has that got anything in it? Bit of wheat. I suppose that feed for the chickens. Okay. And then down there is a tractor, isn't there? You can see that. I suppose now is as good a time as any to check fields. So we've got, well, it had wheat in it. Needs lime, needs ploughing. Brilliant. No fertiliser, nothing at all. This one needs lime, needs ploughing. That looks like there's a seeder down there. That's not going to help very much. I need a plough. This one... Yield bonus 23. Woohoo! Needs lime, needs ploughing. There is wheat on it, but it's ready to harvest. Okay, do we have anything else? Let's have a check on the map, shall we? Oh, right, there's a field there, 43. How does that stand with regard to growth? That needs harvesting. What else? 42. Growth. Final growth stage. What's that got in it? So that's sorghum. Try and look at the colours on the right hand side. It's not oats, not barley. Could be sorghum. Okay. Oh wow, field 47 as well. What's that got in it? That's corn. Not quite there yet. Okay, so there's a few fields with things in. Those two need harvesting straight away. We need to look at this bee situation. Oh, we've got a roller. A Duvelsdorf 3000. So I don't know then, I suppose I could stay here at the farm, couldn't I? What do we reckon? I suppose I can just give him a bell and just see if it's okay. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. It's a nice looking farm. Not a huge amount of equipment, but then I don't know whether or not anything's been sold off. I suppose that's the... Oh yeah, we've got a little workshop point here, have we? Yep, okay. So we can repair stuff. Question is, what do we do? What do we do? Do I just pass on the information and move on? Now this is only off the back of the fact I'm on kind of mainland Europe already. If you recall, I'm on my way back from Italy. So kind of, for me, it was a stop off on the way, I guess. But it might be nice. Weather seems okay. Obviously, it's August at the moment. It's going to be, isn't it? I'm going to go and give him a bell. See what he wants to do. If I can stay in the house. If nothing else, I'll harvest these two fields. I don't want the crops withering and dying. And you know what it's like. If they do decide to set up, it could take ages. And if no one comes and clears all these, that could be a problem. Those fields need lime and ploughing. We don't have a plough. That is a cultivator, isn't it? Or was it the rubber EG39? I honestly can't remember. Let's have a look under cultivators. Yeah, EG39's the smallest one. How very helpful. Do I plough those fields before I seed them? I should really. But that'll be another job for another day, I guess. Right, phone call first. Sort out that bee situation, that's very strange. Oh no, hang on a minute. I think I've just realised why. Yes, hang on. It could be that. Interactive zone markers were off. Can we just double check that? Oh, yes. That wasn't there a minute ago. That was weird. Surely you can't... You don't have to have interactive zone markers on for those to appear, do you? We haven't got any eggs, have we? Well, at least we didn't a minute ago. No, no eggs. Health is only at 20% as well. That's a bit concerning. Hopefully that'll improve as we move forward. There's nothing else I can do with them. They're being fed. Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. Okay, we got some honey on the go. I'm curious now. So many curiosities. No, that's all right. Zone marker's gone. We still have some honey. Okay, so we've got some honey on the go. That's brilliant. We've got something we can sell anyway. Right, phone call. Let's go and do that, and then it might just be just crack on. Get the harvest done. Give him a bit of time to mull over what he wants to do, decision-wise. I can send him the inventory of what's here, what fields there are, and he can decide from there, I guess. That's kind of where we're at. Yeah, let's do that. I have one slight problem. Well, I'll say problem. Something I have to give some thought to. Now, it did say I would be reimbursed, and it did say, I said we can spend money from the estate, but that's only, oh, I suppose there is some money, isn't there, in the estate? I would say, if the estate was going to be sold, there'd be money available. But if we're going to run the estate, which the decision has been made, first things first, harvest the fields. We'll have a look at whether we're going to plough lime, all that kind of stuff, which I assume we probably will do. Depends if we want to take a hit on yield and stuff. Mind you, that's the other thing as well I haven't thought about, is planting windows. I can't, can I? Canola, we could. I suppose if we repurpose stuff, if I cultivate those fields, I'm out of the window for all the other things. Left-hand side, I can't do any of those. But we could do... If I prep the fields, we could do wheat, barley. We could get canola in the ground straight away because we're in the window for that. So it may just be bite the bullet and get a load of that in the ground for our first cycle. Don't know if there's any contracts available locally. Some fertilising jobs, spraying, a couple of harvesting jobs, which might not be a bad idea. We could take advantage of that. Canola and oats. Just get some stuff stored away. But, so the decision has been made. It looks like it's going to be run as a concern. It looks like it's going to be me doing it, at least for the time being. Until I die or they find someone better. Finding someone better shouldn't be too difficult. So, this is what we're going to be doing. It's going to take me a while with this harvester, to be fair. But, just thinking, with the fences and stuff in the way, there's not a huge amount of space. Where can I drive through? No, I don't know if I can get through with the header on. That's the question. That's the question I'm asking. Let's see how we crack on. Now, as far as what I was talking about earlier about mods and things appearing and whenever they appear, I don't know where I'm going to stand with regard to the fact Elm Creek. What am I on? Episode like 30 or something, aren't I? Because of the way I started that off, it was going to be a slow burn-ish. I know what I need to do as well. You know what I'm going to do? I did say I could make use of local workers, so potentially what we'll do is we'll grab a worker to get going on the harvesting. Which I open that we do. Something I normally forget to do. I remembered this time, hooray, maybe I'm learning. How long have I been doing this? Excellent. Yeah, we'll go down and check out that tractor. And also, we're going to need, we're going to need a plough. I think we kind of know what one we're going to go for. It depends obviously on horsepower. What horsepower we have available on the tractors we've got. Do I want to leave the straw swath behind? I haven't got any way of picking it up, but I suppose we could lease a loading wagon. That's probably not a bad idea, is it? Now, I'm going to get it right. That definitely moved something, didn't it? But what order am I in at the moment? Okay, let's turn it. Let's see if anything comes out back. No. Oh yeah. Swath is on. Excellent. Again, I managed to do that without checking the menu. Again, I'm learning. Oh dear. Feel like a real farmer. I mean, obviously, to a certain degree, I don't want it anyway to offend any real farmers out there. I know I'm not. Absolutely know I'm not. Had a very strange happening. Some of you may be aware, if you've been following my channel for a while, that the lovely Silly G works for the Lego store in the town where we live. She does get a discount, and I'm a bit of a Lego fanatic, which is kind of great. I never forced her to apply for a job there. That was entirely her choice, honestly. Now, they do a thing, did I mention it last month? I can't remember if I did or not. They do their customer satisfaction surveys, and what they do is the top 3, well, it depends. What will happen is if they've got Lego sets that have been returned, Lego sets that are damaged in transport, Lego sets, the ones they build to put in the displays, the windows and that, when they get to the point where they're not needed for displays anymore, they have been to kind of put them into the pot kind of thing. Now it depends how many models they've got. They might only have a couple, they might have 10, you know, it depends. So each month, depending on the customer satisfaction surveys, everyone gets put into a list. Depending on how many sets there are, you can choose something off the list. Last month she came second. I don't think that's the same. And she got the Home Alone house, the Christmas sort of edition thing, for her sister. Because her sister really wanted it. Her older sister had moved out. This month, honestly, you can't make this up, and I was absolutely amazed. She came and said to me, so I've got a surprise, Dad, but I don't know if it's going to happen yet. So, okay, fine. I'll let you know if it does. Okay, no problem. So, just kind of left it at that. And 2 hours later, she comes down and says, it worked out. It's like, that's fantastic. I have no idea what you're talking about. So she said, oh, the customer satisfaction survey. So, oh, okay. She said, I came third. So that's amazing. Well done, you know. So she said the problem was the first 2 people that were on the list, I wasn't sure what they were going to pick. So I couldn't say for certain what the surprise would be until I knew. Well, as it turned out, the first 2 picks went for other things. The third pick that she got, that she won, the box was damaged, couldn't be sold. Honestly, the Titanic. The Titanic set, it was one I wasn't going to buy, personally, because it's very big and quite expensive. When I say quite expensive, about 550 odd quid or something like that. I mean, a lot of money. Now I know, like I say, I normally get a discount, so if I'm buying something for myself, that's not so bad. But she won it. So she goes into work, messages me the following day, would you be able to come and collect it? The thing weighed a ton. It was ridiculous. So yeah, she won it. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I'm so happy for her. She's doing really well. Quite clear the customers like her. So yeah, but now I've got a problem. I don't know where I'm going to put it when it's built. She's made a start on it, and I honestly don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to buy a shelf, buy a new shelf unit just to put that on. Oh dearie me. Anyway, right, so what I'm going to do, we've got the sort of borders done. Farmers without borders, nothing worse. See how the worker copes. It's not a bad size harvester actually, capacity wise, is it? Yeah, let's get that going. Let's get that going. No, let's go down the hill. Check out this other tractor. I'm thinking while that's going, maybe to grab a plough. These do need ploughing. Has that been mulched? I don't have a mulcher either. Maybe the first spin round we won't necessarily. Now, I've got this set on 2-day seasons? What did I have this set on? Honestly, can't remember. Yeah, 2 days. Seasonal growth on 2-day seasons. Yeah, so I may skip through more. I've got the same on Elm Creek, but I think we might skip a few. It will all depend on jobs we're doing, that kind of thing. Right, we've got a Valtra Valmet. The small-ish seeder on the back. 600 litres of seed, but that field does say it needs lime and it needs ploughing. So whilst it is ready to seed, I think we're going to plough. What horsepower does the Valmet have? 100. I want to say 190. So the tractors are. It did say there's some old tractors, and there are some fairly old ones, I guess, aren't they? More the older, boxier kind of breed of tractors. Not to be sniffed at though, but we'll keep a check on the, like we do on Elm Creek, we'll keep a check on the second-hand market, see what's available there. Yeah, it's not bad, not a bad little starting lineup really. I suppose it doesn't hurt to have a look while we're here. What's available? Oh, 47% off. The estate has got the money. I mean, is that a big leap? To just suddenly just message my benefactor and say, excuse me, you know, you are still deciding whether or not to keep the farm or not. I've just spent some of the estate's money on a new tractor. So, you know, it's probably not a bad idea if you do at this point. No, we haven't got the horsepower to all that. See, that's annoying. Mind you with that. No, too soon. Can't be spending any money. Doesn't belong to me. He says, just about to go and get a plough. Shh, don't tell anyone. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should wait on that. We will have some communication regarding that. I think what we'll do is let's grab the steyr and the trailer. Let's unload the harvester. I'm going to need to do a bit of well, just drive around the local area. We'll check a few things out. We'll see what's what. And oh yeah, we're going to lease a loading wagon. Oh, maybe I could do that then. What we'll do, we'll get the tractor over there to unload the harvester. We've got the other field to do as well. And then we'll grab the... I need to, whatever happens, I need to get this stuff done fairly quickly, because if I'm going to plant again, I need to put canola in the ground. If I'm going to do canola now, I've got a bit of leeway if I'm going to do wheat or barley, because I can put the winter wheat or winter barley in. We've got a bit more to sort of leeway on that. It's not as big a field as I thought, really. Is that going to fill up before it gets to the other end and turns around again? Probably. There. Right, I suppose we have to pop to the store and see what's available loading wagon wise. We'll empty that first, then I've got myself a bit of time. We'll whiz over to the store with the Valmet, grab a loading wagon, only needs to be a small one. say loading wagon, forage wagon, I know they should change the name of it. Forage wagon, we'll get the straw off this, we'll get that put into the hay loft. Yeah, excellent. It's interesting being somewhere different, isn't it? I know quite a lot of the guys I kind of follow and know, and you know, there's a lot of people doing O'Beyleron at the moment. I know Daggerwin is, VF was. A few people are, so I am one of many. But I suppose, don't know how many of them are doing it PC, I guess, aren't they? That's not been the difference. Right, we should be alright. Will the pipe go up high enough? Should do. Come on, pick up speed. Okay. Not too bad, no low speed either at this top liner. Quite like it. I have to swap out my harvester on the own creek for one of these. Now the two Let's Plays aren't linked in any way. I know people have often asked me if I'm running one or two, they're not linked, and sometimes there is a tenuous link between Let's Plays, like this one. You know, I've come from Italy, I was doing an Italia demo on FS19. But they're not joined in any way really, it's just, you know, two different characters, two different people doing two different jobs, whilst it is still me, MrSealyp, behind the mask. Right, to the store. So we may have periods of frantic activity where in the space of a month we need to get a load of work done. Then we may find, you know, once crops are in the ground and it's going to take 4, 5, 6 months for crops to grow, then we're going to find other jobs to do. We may skip months because there may not be things to do. It's the way it works out. We'll have a look at production chains. I do want to, something I've been hankering after doing, because obviously it's a new thing, isn't it? And again, I'll speak to the boss. I'll also speak to the boss about using his name. I don't know if he wants me to. We'll stick with Dozer Farm, but my employer, we'll say my employer. If they decide to carry on, keep it as an ongoing concern, I want to look at doing grapes and or olives. What's that coming in for? Oh yeah, plough. Let's leave the engine running. Obviously, for me, the sort of plough I'm happier with is one of those. I do like, if we go for a 6, it still says it requires 260 horsepower though. I haven't got anywhere near that. You can leave the design and main colour exactly the same. To buy it, 17 grand, but if we need to plough, then we need to plough, don't we? But then we have all the stones as well. Oh! So annoying! But it's not annoying. It all needs doing. It's all part and parcel. Do I lease it or buy it? Will I get in trouble for buying it? You can take it out of my expenses. Imagine sending an expense bill. Look, I've done what you asked. I've been over. I've assessed the farm. Here's my expenses. 17 grand. I have expensive tastes. I like to stay in the lap of luxury. Oh, that could come in handy. Looks like here at the store we have some pallets moving equipment and a bucket. That could come in handy. Right. I'm thinking for this episode we'll get that first field done, because this field here needs doing as well. I'm not going to get all that done, I don't think, in this episode. I'm pretty sure I'm not. Then we'll need to... Oh, that's a good point, actually. That fertiliser spreader we've got, in fact, does lime as well. Mind you, that'll get through the lime really quickly. We might have to lease something if we are going to do liming. Oh no, I've just realised what I've done. That's not what I was coming to do. I was coming to lease a forage wagon, wasn't I? I said I wasn't going to do the ploughing yet. Man, what is wrong with me? Sorry boss. I've just spent 17 grand. I'm not even sure this will pull it. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Let's go back to what I originally intended to get. Until I'm not feeling right. Not that that's any different to normal. I'm usually this forgetful and ditzy's the wrong word. That's not, no. I don't know. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. Still I get to drive around the countryside a bit, don't I? Enjoy the weather and the scenery. I do like this tractor. Tyres as well. Can't tell, maybe not. Oh, actually, as well, can we swap? We can. Oh, okay. Just saw the steering wheel in the back. I haven't tried that yet. Cool. Right, menu. I was only using one of these in the last episode of Elm Creek, wasn't I? When I got the grass for the... Do I want to use the same one? Or do I want to go a little bit bigger, maybe? 23, 26. How can... That does 23,000 litres. That does 26. 3,000 litre difference. And it jumps from 46 grand to 70,000. That's insane. Might just stick with that. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh dear. Right. Let's do what we're supposed to be doing, shall we? I had a couple of people send me pictures and messages regarding the loading wagon and the fact they've had no problem, sorry, forage wagon, they had no problem with unloading into the sheep pens using them. I don't know what to say, I couldn't get it to work. This particular one just seemed to sit too high. For some reason the unload bit of this and the trigger, I couldn't get them to marry up. I don't know what the problem was. So yeah, like I say, thank you to the people that sent me messages saying it does work. All I can say is I couldn't get it to work. I tried all sorts. I tried different angles. I tried coming from the side. I tried all sorts of stuff and just couldn't get it to work. So yeah, don't know what to say. We'll get this put away. Fortunately done, actually. I suppose we could get the worker over to the other field, get it going as soon as possible. I didn't think it would clear this field. Has it just finished? Oh, we might get another strip out of it. Alright, now's a good time to show you. I think this is going to work. See the mirror flickering? The two side ones aren't, the other ones. Hopefully this works. If I go into the menu, because we just bought something, went through options. This was Christopher that showed me this. If I go to something like a big bag that has no option, click on it. I don't want it at all, but come back out again. Mirror's fixed. So if you have any problems like that, but your mirror's flickering, it's a quick fix. Obviously it's not fixed. But if you just go into the store menu, pick something that doesn't have any options and click on it, you haven't got to buy it. you can kind of sort that out. Miss a row, this one, drop it back down again. Looking bottom right, we are still filling up, aren't we? Yes, we are. Excellent. So I guess what we'll have to look at then is next episode. Like I say, I should speak to my employer about various different things, about name and all that, but also where we want to go. And if it's all right that I bought a plough, I'm so sorry about that. I don't know how I got so confused. Well, I do, because I get confused. I sound like a proper old person, don't I? I get confused so easily. Awful, isn't it? Awful. Yeah. Are we going to plough? Are we going to lime? You know, the first couple of, I will message and we'll find out where we stand. Moving forward, I suppose the next question to ask is if we are going to run it as an ongoing concern. Oh, it's because he stopped. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, if we are going to run it as an ongoing concern, and if I do get chosen to be the farm manager, or I just end up being the farm manager in the interim until we find someone else, then I suppose the question needs to be asked, what kind of autonomy do I have to make decisions? Because obviously I have no problem with running the decisions by my boss, because at the end of the day, it's his farm, it's his, whatever he wants to do, it's entirely up to him. But obviously, every kind of micromanaged decision, I don't really want to have to be making phone calls every 5 minutes, I guess. I don't know, but like I say, if I have to, I have to. That may be what I need to do. I'm not going to take the header. I'm taking the header, obviously. I need the header. That's going to be quite useful for doing the harvest. I'm not going to take the header trailer. But like I say, that'll get done later. Let's get the rest of this straw off the field. I'm puzzled about the eggs. Mind you, I suppose it's still fairly early, isn't it? We'll see how we get on with that. Just gone lunchtime. Yeah, so for turning, doing every other row, then when you come back to the rest, it just makes it a little bit easier. Then you're not going backwards and forwards on yourself. Sometimes you get to an end and you have to stop and reverse and, to get the tight turns. If I just swing out a little bit, and I'm teaching Granny to suck eggs. I know most people know this already. It's not huge amounts of straw, but it's alright. I'm going to stay straight. But I have to say, I think the favour I was asked to do, I've more than accomplished. We have sent the inventory back, we have open channels of communication, we know what fields are owned, we know what's here. It's just where we go forwards from here. It's a big step. It's a big step. So from me, MrSealyp, here at Dozer Farm. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.